Welcome back to Beards and Barbarians, where we are playing Monster of the Week. We have Adria, Ambrose, Katie Jean, and Leona. They have just been invited to share tea with an old man who lives in a hut in the woods with a little bit of a farm in front of his house. Let's see how this plays out.
We don't even know his name. Like, he offered to have us for tea, and we were like, yeah, sure, random guy in the woods with a pitchfork.
He's fine. It wasn't candy, and I don't see a white van.
That's
Facts.
fair.
Facts.
Yeah, so after the pot hisses, he, pours out the tea for all of you, and he looks at the three of you, because one of you is a panther right now.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the three of you. He goes, so what brought you out into the woods? Huh? What brought you out here?
I told you we're looking for our friend. We went
No, you didn't.
hiking earlier.
Oh, well, what do you look like?
She describes Jonathan.
Oh, yeah, that young fella came through about an hour ago.
An hour ago, you saw him?
Yeah. He came over, he said hello, he started talking to me about this pamphlet he got. I gave him a cup of tea, and we said our passing phrases, and he went on that way, followed that trail.
We're gonna do that in just a second. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Ambrose puts down his tea.
I mean, you could ask me all the
Adrian's
questions
just
you
like halfway to taking a sip and just like politely puts it back down on the saucer.
Jean's also not taking any drinks just yet.
So, he takes a sip and puts it down. He's like, "Sure, you can ask me some questions. What you want to ask?"
Have you lived here very long?
Well, I've lived here since I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
So you've seen this festival a bunch? Do you go?
Oh, no. I'm never going to town during the festival.
Why is that?
It ain't... Well, let me tell you. He sits down in his rocking chair. It's like, well, let me tell you. You see that?
May I ask your name really quick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm Farmer Joe. Farmer Joe Swanson.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah, Farmer Joe Swanson. Yeah, that's my name. But yeah, anyway, the festival. No, I ain't never been allowed to participate in the festival. My mom and pa always said it was bad juju to go in there. And during the festival at night, you stay indoors. You don't go walking about. But I heard the rustling from all of you, so I came out to tell you to get back to safety.
Did they ever... No, you go ahead.
So, you say stay inside during this festival. And then you said you've lived here since you were a child. Has the festival been going on as long as you've been alive, or is this kind of a more recent thing?
Well, the festival's over 300 years old.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's always 7 days, never deviates. They always have 7 events, and it happens every year. But every 7th year, it's a special year, and they invite a whole bunch of out-of-towners. It's weird. I don't go into town for it. I stay out here.
Is he being truthful?
Everything he is saying is 100% what's in his mind.
Okay.
Did your parents ever give you a specific reason as to why you shouldn't be walking around? Like, I know you said it was bad juju, but was there like any specific reason? Like you don't go into a forest and whistle reason?
Sorry.
Why would I go into the forest and whistle? Whatever. Right. So now I'm gonna show you something that I don't show a lot of people, but because you seem nice, you seem like you're asking out of sincerity here. Let me tell you this one. So when I was about 15, That was back when the big house was still up and functional. It's collapsed since then, and I live in the hut now. But, yeah, I snuck out one night during the festival. I was gonna go into town and see the festival, despite what my parents said. I got about halfway to town, and I heard this unnatural shriek from the sky. And then I saw this figure in the walkway in front of me. And I'm a farm boy. I'm strapping. I'm big. I thought, well, if this guy wants to tussle, we'll tussle. Well, let me tell you. And he pulls up his shirt, and you see these 3 distinct, deep claw marks across his chest. He goes, it hit me once. I ran, and I ain't never gone out at night during the festival unless I hear people in the woods, and that's just to tell them to get indoors.
I don't mean
We
to
should
be
probably go
invasive.
find Jonathan.
Yes, but real quick before we go, I don't mean to be invasive or oppress your privacy and none, but do you mind if I take a closer look at those scars of yours?
I mean, sure.
I'd like
I was gonna say,
I'd like to see
we
if
have,
I
like-
can identify what kind of monster might have made. Since I've hunted a lot, if I could investigate to see if we can have any indication of what could have done this.
Yeah, that's one of your moves, isn't it?
Kinda. Let's see. I've got experienced huntsman. It does say after finding physical evidence of the monster or hearing a detailed eyewitness account of it, roll sharp.
Alright, yeah, roll sharp. And that is, which one?
That's experienced huntsman is the skill. Ooh, I rolled 2 6s, so I got a 14.
Oh, hey! Experienced
up.
huntsman. You may ask 2 questions from that list of questions underneath. And I have to give you the information.
Okay.
Pick carefully.
Let's see. What environment would the monster prefer to den in?
Let me get back to where the heck are my notes. So from what you can tell about this claw mark, this is, I don't know. Give me 1 second. Den in. I'm gonna say pick another question, because you don't recognize this as anything that has a den.
Okay. Then what does the monster... Let's see. What is it... What is its main method of attack, then?
It appears based on his story and the claw mark on him, it seems that it makes its presence known before it attacks. Like, it wants you to see it coming by the information. So it makes its presence known with some kind of shriek, and then it appears in front of them, and that's based on the testimony that he is given.
Okay.
Like I said, because it doesn't have a place where it dens, I'm gonna let you pick another question. I'm gonna be nice.
I will ask then... What is... Would I be able to identify what one of the monster's special powers is?
Based on how deep this cut is, you can tell that it is either extremely strong or has extremely sharp claws.
Okay. Well, I can see that must have been mighty frightful for you. This doesn't look like it's a particularly nice beast.
Well, when I reported it to the town, they told me it was a bear. Now, I've seen bears. I know bears.
Now,
This wasn't no bear.
No, I don't
What I
think it
told
would
you,
be.
friend, I believe you.
Go ahead, Austin.
I said, no, I don't think it would be. Because you said there's 3 marks on it?
Yep.
Yeah, apparently, cousin, the sheriff not only is a massive dick, but he can't count.
Well, this was. How'd you know it was the sheriff? Like, oh, well, you are aware that the sheriff now ain't in the sheriff from when I was a kid, right? That was his grandpa.
Oh, it's a family trait.
Oh, the sheriff. Yeah, it's always been the same family. It is the.
Really?
God dang notes. That's the Harrison family. John Harris. John Harris. The sheriff is always John Harris. Every sheriff has always had one boy, one girl. They always name the boy John. They always name the girl Sarah.
Girl ain't doesn't happen to be like the deputy, does it?
No, the girl. No, there's one time when one of the Johns passed away that the girl took over. But usually they leave town and do something else. I don't know what they do. But it is always the boy, and his name's John. I believe we're on to John Harrison, like the 8th or the 9th. I can't keep it straight.
Well, either this is something strange or they are terribly unoriginal.
Now,
Love, nepotism, and law enforcement combined.
They're the oldest family in the town. Their family founded it.
Founded it, you say?
Yeah.
Back when you were a kid, was law enforcement as unbothered by the disappearances then as they are now?
There's never any evidence that there's a disappearance. They come out, they look around the woods, they find no remnants, they find no blood, they find nothing. And then people like me who claim to have been attacked, they say, oh, it's a bear. Most of the reports of the missing people are that they skipped town and just didn't want to be found.
Every 7 years they skip town and don't want to be found. No one
Listen.
else, smells fishy here.
Listen, the sheriff has all kinds of pull. I don't know why other people don't investigate it. We had a group 14 years ago. Group of, they called themselves investigators. They came out here looking, and the sheriff made them go away.
When you say make them go away, do you mean like without a trace, or escorted them out of town?
I don't know. I inquired about them because I never saw them again, and he informed me that he made them go away. And if you try to do anything against him, he seems to never stick.
I vote we go follow the path on which your friend seemed to go to for his final destination, I'm betting.
Well, hopefully not, but I do think we should go find Jonathan right now. Let's go.
While all of this conversating was going on, could I have potentially snuck away from him? From them?
Horror movie 101. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, you absolutely got away. 100%.
I just want to investigate his little like shack area to make sure there's not like a murder basement or a chainsaw collection or something like that. Just
Or a basket full of free candy.
yeah, like not too far, but just far enough to kind of investigate this guy.
Let's do investigate a mystery, which is plus your sharp, and you have that thing that gives you a +1.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. And
so I got a +1 total to it. Let's go. Be nice. Okay, so that's a 7 total to 8.
All right. That gives you one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? What did it go? What is going to do? What is being concealed here? I guess what you're asking is what is being concealed here?
Either that or what is it gonna do? If I see like some plan, some kind of planning, so either one of those I'd be completely happy with.
I'm gonna say what is being concealed here.
Cool.
Go to my notes. I have notes. I am a good game master. Surprisingly.
I'm enjoying it, so I'd agree.
Where are my notes? Clues. Where are the list of clues? So you find his diary open on the stand beside his little cot. He doesn't even have like a bed. It's a cot that is obviously too small for him. There's a diary open, and it is talking about the scarecrow in the cornfields and how every time he sees it, he gets even more uneasy.
Well, I
Okay.
found a secret
even-
Logan fear.
Even
That's a no for me, dog. That's way too close to the uncanny valley. I don't like that. Like, you saw a scarecrow and it made you uneasy? No,
No, like,
thanks.
so at the very bottom, there's like, it's weird because he put it in parentheses. He goes, feels similar to the thing that attacked me.
You good, Logan?
Logan, you okay?
And he
Well,
didn't go and set the cornfield on fire in the next page of his diary?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
It's
the
procrastinator.
move.
He's
Just
a procrastinator.
fire
I
cleanses everything.
I think if you like go up to turn a page with your paw, you're gonna make people notice. So if you
No, I won't
do
be
it-
that nosy. Oh, I want to.
Okay.
I'm so nosy.
All right. Yeah, that is the clue that you were supposed to find here. So
Yay. If anybody came around the corner, they'd just see this panther like halfway in a window.
yeah. So that is that. He looks at the three of you. He's like, "Are you really gonna go out in the? I just told. I mean,
That man could be in danger, and I can't turn a blind eye to that.
Did you come back to the group as a panther?
Oh, yeah.
In your head, I'm gonna ask you, what did you find snooping around in there? Anything fun?
Yeah, apparently, what are they? Corn crows. No, spooky corn. Oh, God.
I got it.
Did you? So did Lynn forget what a scarecrow is, or was it the panther?
That was the panther. The zero with the 0 sharp score.
That was really good because I literally thought you couldn't figure out what scarecrow.
No, I just thought it'd be funny if, like, because, you know,
That's
when talking
great.
out loud to someone, you can find your words, but in your head, they're gonna just hear the nonsense that goes on inside your head.
Yeah. He just looks at you. He's like, well, if I see you again, I see you again. If not, I'm sorry.
Can I maybe... You know what? No, I'm going to say this to the hunter. In your head, you're going to hear, if I perhaps give a trigger word, are you good at reading expressions?
Theoretically.
Fantastic. Watch his face.
Okay.
And he... I feel so bad for doing this. Ambrose is going to walk kind of close-ish to this guy, but make it to where she can see his face and his eyes are going to get real big, and he's just going to smirk or grin with those sharp teeth and just go, Scarecrow.
I'm watching this guy's face real close.
His face kind of sinks a little bit, and he just looks at you, Ambrose, and goes, what did you say?
Scarecrow. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think you all have overstayed your
Dog's
welcome.
comforted me, unlike you.
Is that what he says?
He legitimately is like, well, I think this is where you all head back to town.
Where's the cornfield?
Why do you want to know?
Because we're very good at taking care of problems.
The cornfield. Why should I tell you?
Well, we could do this one way, which would be fairly easy, and you could just tell us where the cornfield was. Or we could make it a little bit more difficult for you.
Roll manipulate someone. That is plus your charm.
Come on, dice!
I might like to interject here.
That's a 9.
A 9.
I wanted double 6s on that one. I even broke my monotone for this.
So, he looks at you and he just kind of gets this look on his face. He goes, "Your funeral." He points to the path that Jonathan went down.
I was afraid of that.
Thanks. I've already had one of those and it was amazing. One more shouldn't be too bad. And then Ambrose is going to walk away.
Good lord, here we go. Thank you for the information and for the tea. I am sorry for making you uncomfortable.
I said we're done here.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, Adria's just gonna continue on down the path that was pointed to them. Just like, there was a lot that was said just then.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement that that scarecrow isn't actually a scarecrow, right?
Well, 100% there's a problem here.
Okay.
Have I ever heard of a critter like this? Like a scarecrow that attacks things or people?
A really
Like a
scary crow.
scarecrow.
The scariest crow.
Spooky corn, which is my favorite right now.
Yeah, the spooky corn.
I'm gonna let you roll your experienced huntsman again.
Okay.
And we'll see if you've heard anything like this.
Beware the spooky corn.
New t-shirt. Coming soon.
Yeah, my
Plus your sharp.
that's gonna be a 10.
A 10.
Hey.
You can ask 2 of the questions. Let's see. Is one of the monster's special powers. Is a monster nesting, caring for young. I'm gonna answer your first question. Have you heard of anything like this before? And I'm gonna say not exactly. Like, you've heard of scarecrows coming to life before, like being animated, but this feels different.
Different good or different bad?
Probably different bad. Then I'm gonna ask, what does it feed on?
It appears it feeds on 8 victims every 7 years.
Well, there's a heckin' surprise.
Based on all the information you've had, that is what you definitely think is happening. There is something that every 7 years eats 8 people.
Well, all I'm saying is this spring will be the 23rd spring, and whoever gets that joke, you're awesome.
We've got some kind of cursed bullshit here that I think we are well within our obligation as hunters to deal with.
I'm already trying to walk down the path. Does anyone care to join?
Yeah,
but
everybody-
You and I are going to have a chat about how often you traumatize people that we meet.
But it's so entertaining.
No, it's not!
It's literally all of them. It is all of them. He has always done this since I can remember. It's just one of his quirks. Is the cat
As-
still a cat? Or did the cat turn back into a human to tell us what they found? Or are they still a cat keeping that to themselves?
I think it would have been really funny if I came back as a regular sized cat to make this guy just really question his perception of life.
That would be
Missed
back to normal
opportunity
cat size.
there.
No, but yeah, still cat. I was thinking like probably trying to like sniff around and listen with my little cat ears.
So as you guys proceed down the walkway, I'm gonna say the cat form has better hearing.
I sure hope so.
So you hear what appears to be wings flapping.
There's a bird! I knew it!
Ah, shit.
I am in your head. You don't have to think so loud.
Well, get out of here. It's at your own risk.
That's fair. The cat is screaming that there's a bird.
I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna have my bow drawn and ready.
I've got my 9mm out.
Ambrose, are you okay, Ambrose? You're like rubbing on your face a whole lot. You got a headache again?
Minor one. I'm fine.
I start doing the like where the cat chittering, like tail like flicking chittering.
Did they see a bug?
Yeah.
Sorry, watch your tail. It's your big cat. It's awful close to my face.
The four of you hear this loud shriek.
Oh hell no!
It is ear piercing. All of you hear this thing as it like rattles your brain for a minute. You have to like cover your ears, and as you lift your head, there is this dark figure in the walkway in front of you.
Oh, hello, creepy.
Wait, I got my bow ready, like a fuck.
Looks like we're fixing to
Wait.
have some fun.
I would say that's a relative term.
That's probably it, right? Yeah. No?
I would feel like that's a safe bet.
You see it starting to walk towards the four of you.
Oh, the scarecrow?
This does not look like a scarecrow. This looks like exactly what the old man described. Attacked him.
I'm gonna jinx it.
Hold still.
Alright, what does Jinx do?
Oh, gotta get to the other one. I gotta find it. Jinx. You can encourage coincidences to occur the way you want. When you jinx a target, roll weird. On a +10, hold 2. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, keeper holds 2 over you to be used in the same way. Spend your hold to interfere with a hunter, giving them -1 forward. Help a hunter, giving them +1 forward. Interfering with the enemy. Interfere with the monster. Interfere what the monster's trying to do. Inflict a harm to the target due to an accident. The target finds something you left. The target loses something that you will find soon.
Okay. So make that roll and we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Boo.
8, 9, 10.
Alright, you hold 2. What are you doing with them?
So I am going to... we're in a wooded trail, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to inflict 1 harm because of a tree branch breaking and falling on top of the target.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give the hunter 1 forward.
Alright. I guess since this is there's no initiative in Monster of the Week, so all of you get 1 thing you can do before before anybody else. So like that was Austin's, so who wants to do something next?
Is it close?
The branch hit it, and it looked like it hits it, and it looks like it like stuttered for a second, but it's still continuing to move towards you.
I recommend somebody shooting it, please.
I'm intending.
Is it? Well, that was the thing. Is it close enough for me to use my shotgun?
What it?
Bring it in the
I
trunk.
would say it needs to be a little closer.
Okay.
My bow is listed as
A bow would definitely.
it's listed as close, but I do have a hunting rifle. That
I would say if you were walking around with your hunting rifle, people would be asking questions. So I don't know that you have that readily available unless you picked it up to come into the woods. But
I would have geared up, but to go into the woods. But I'd certainly have my bow on me if nothing else.
So, Game Master, is that what you are?
yeah,
So, I, as a gun enthusiast, which I'm assuming that the hunter would be, there are certain platforms that would fold that she could easily keep in a backpack, like like an SBR type thing with a foldable stock could easily fit in a backpack.
all right. So I would say you can use your bow, or you would have to start getting your gun out.
All right, we'll start with the bow.
Okay.
And what I know you gave me +1 forward, and this is my first time with this system.
So-
what does +1 forward do for me?
So right now you're about to make a roll that is called Kick Some Ass, which is where you roll plus your tough. He gave you a +1.
Okay. So +1 forward is just to whatever stat I choose to use for my next action, basically.
Ye-
It's just
yes.
an extra +1. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it. Just kick some ass, maybe. 7.
7. All right. So on a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. That usually means that you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and the enemy inflicts their harm rating onto you. So, you are going to shoot it with the arrow. The arrow sinks into it. You see it kind of stutter step backwards, but immediately, let me find its stat block. There it is. Where are its attacks?
If my mother-in-law wasn't asleep, I'd be giving you sound effects right now, but those monster screeches are loud.
You feel this. You see it, the arrow hit it, and all of a sudden, it just flings something off of its hip that hits you in the shoulder. Take 2 harm.
Oh, shit.
I will tell you of a mechanic that has not come up yet. It is called luck. You can decrease a wound you have suffered to 0 harm by spending a luck point. Now, if it's a campaign, you don't want to burn through your luck, because once you're out of luck, it's bad. The game master, the keeper, is supposed to target you a lot, because it means you're out of luck, you're going to die soon. But in a one-shot, you can burn through them all you want. So if you want to avoid that harm, you can spend a luck.
It's early yet, so I think I should spend a luck.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll very, very quickly to the side, just under it,
Yeah.
swearing loudly. Well, shit.
So who's going next? Leona or Katie?
Yeah.
Or not Katie, Adria.
Okay, good.
You can go first.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I wanted to kind of take a protective stance and run forward a couple steps and hiss and paw at the ground, kind of with my claws, kind of thing. So I would try to protect them. So if it keeps coming straight up the path, it would hit me first.
My hero.
Sure. Roll plus your tough.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 12, so that's 14.
Hell yeah!
All right. So that is a
Really?
10. You protect them okay, but you'll suffer some of all the harm they get in the way. Choose an extra. If there's any harm dealt, you suffer -1. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy. You hold the enemy back.
I would like to inflict harm on them, like if they get close enough, kind of like claw at them.
Okay. So you kind of run up in front. I assume you're still panther-sized?
Yeah.
And you start hissing and, like, pounding the ground. Almost, like, at lightning speed. It just, like, almost stutter steps and is in front of you. You reach out and smack it, dealing 1 harm to it. But it is right there with you. Logan, what is Adria doing?
So it's like right there in front of, like it's physically engaged with Leona.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking my big knife to it. I'm gonna get
The
right
big
up close
knife.
to it and just like stab.
All right, roll your tough. This is kick some ass.
Don't expect anything great. I'm not good at tough. 8?
8. So Leona, because she is protecting you, is going to take the 3 harm from his claw.
I would like to luck out of that.
Go ahead, and you are
So
gonna
sorry.
deal your knife damage to him. How much does your big knife do?
It's gonna do just 1 harm.
All right.
But I felt like it was because shotgun is 3 harm, but it's also close and messy, and I didn't feel like messy was a safe bet with somebody right there.
Probably not. But you made that. So we're back to Austin.
I'm down to 8 lives, y'all.
So sorry.
Fantastic. Is it close?
That's all right.
Is it close enough to use my 9mm?
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It's stutter stepped right up to the 4 of you.
Perfect. So I have the big whammy. You
Okay.
can use your powers to kick some ass, roll weird instead of tough. The attack has 2 harm close. So does the 2 harm close tack on to my 9mm 2 harm?
No, the big whammy is like magic that you're using.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna use some
Okay.
magic.
Okay.
Is it close enough to do the big whammy?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can big whammy it.
Fantastic. Roll weird instead of tough. That works out well for me. 6, 10, 12.
12. Alright. You big whammy it.
Awesome.
You blast it with this magical energy. It takes 2 harm and kind of stutter steps back. It looks, even though you can't see like facial features, it almost is giving this aura of surprise.
Yeah, the big whammy, Ambrose actually holds out his hand and the pinstripes on his suit come off and look like needles.
Alright. So who is next?
If we're going in order, I guess it would be me.
Yeah.
But if somebody else has something that they like already know they want to do, by all means.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to follow the same order every
Right.
turn.
I think that I'm just assuming I'm understanding magic correctly. Is I just kind of make up and tell you what I want to do from that list and how I do it, and then I roll that weird.
So
Or do I have to have taken magic or something?
So magic is weird because you have to like, how do I want to put it? So when you achieve, you know what you're doing, roll plus you're weird. Basically, you have to be, it has to make sense to the narrative for you to use magic. So like his big whammy is a move of his, but being that he's a character that is the spooky and has like this realm behind him, he could theoretically use magic. I don't feel that narratively it makes sense that the big game hunter would use magic.
Right.
So to me, that wouldn't make sense within the narrative that we've created. But if you can pitch me something that makes it make sense, we can talk about it.
Right. Well, for me, like when I was picking my stats, I wasn't sure how magic worked because that's the only thing that weird seems to go toward. Um, so I guess the only thing I would think of potentially is that because she's very well traveled and has probably met lots of different people on her travels, that maybe she's picked up a thing or two, particularly when it comes to like tracking and trapping. So I thought maybe she could have maybe have a way to either magically imbue her weapon because of some powder or some potion that she's acquired through friends in high places, or like a special net or something that she could try to cast.
Uh, so there's stuff. I'm gonna say you can try it.
Okay. I will give it a go. I want to try and subdue this thing, so I want to toss like a net at it, like a magically imbued net that will hopefully like slow it down.
Okay. Roll plus your
I
weird.
have no illusions of like absolutely capturing it. I just don't want it to hurt us anymore. Plus my weird 10.
10. The magic works without issues. Choose your effect from the list of effect. Do you have the reference sheet open, or do you want me to
It
read?
says like trap a specific person, minion, or monster, which is what I was kind of thinking of.
All right. So you throw this net imbued with magic, and this monster appears to be wrapped up within it. And
Can I have a good look at it?
it is panicking and struggling. I'm gonna say it's still cloaked.
Okay.
So you guys would have to actively try to like lower its hood.
Okay, since I'm so close to it now, can I attempt to do that by shooting at its head with my 22 revolver?
Sure, that's kick some ass. Roll plus your tough.
Revealing a hood, damn!
Little heritage single action 22 revolver. Love it.
Okay. That's a 10.
All right. Choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict an extra damage. You suffer 1 less damage from him. You force them where you want them.
No
I'm
pressure.
gonna say if you want the hood to come off, you need to force them where you want them, but it's
That's where I
gonna
was-
attack you
yeah.
back.
That's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna force them where I want them.
So as you shoot it, the hood flies back, but its arm reaches out of the net and slashes you for 3 harm.
I'm gonna use a luck point and reduce that.
That's a lot of harm, man. We don't have a lot of those boxes, Steve.
Nope. This is a one shot. This is a powerful monster. As you reveal the hood, or as the hood is there, it is a very disfigured face. It almost looks kind of like it's carved out of wood. Like it's mannequin-esque.
Oh no, now I'm out. You got Logan and now you got me. I don't do that.
Uncanny Valley called. They said they want their horror back.
The thing that is most peculiar about it is its eyes are distinctly human.
Pass.
I don't like that.
Pass.
No.
Pass. Pass.
Hard pass.
We're fighting a mannequin doll with...
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Big Magnus Opus.
So now it is Leona.
I have a weird fear about ventriloquist dummies.
I would like to try, since I got my claws in him last time, I'd like to try to pull him off his feet now that the net's on him.
Okay. That's still gonna be kick some ass. So
Okie
plus
dokie. No, that is 5 total.
5 total. Perfect. So now I get to make a move. It is going to let me find my reference pages.
That 12 earlier really got balanced out.
That's like when you have
Alright.
disadvantage in D&D and you roll a 20 on one dice and your disadvantage is a natural 1. It's the worst.
Yep. I had a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
It is going to, as you are like trying to maneuver it, the net kind of loosens enough for him to spin and throw the net over you.
Shit.
As these wings burst out of the back of it, and with one giant burst, it is in the air and flying away.
Oh, good. It can fly.
I'm gonna go try and.
They fly now?
I didn't need to sleep
What?
tonight anyway.
It appears to be heading back towards the cornfield.
Great.
Do we follow it? We still haven't found Jonathan.
You've got.
Does anybody... I hate to ask this, but does anybody remember what color eyes Jonathan had?
I probably would. What color eyes did he have?
Don't answer the question, Steve.
Brown.
What color eyes were the scarecrows?
I'm gonna say it was too dark to tell.
Ah!
Oh, you son of a bitch. You dirty, dirty son of a bitch.
That's how you know you're doing a good job as a keeper.
Can I investigate a mystery? Now that
Sure.
we've physically seen the monster, I want to know. I just want to like know what kind of monster we're dealing with.
Sure.
Like, what it can do, what it's planning.
Roll investigate a mystery.
Can I help out?
I knew it was a bird. I knew it was a bird.
I'm gonna say sure, you can help out. Roll plus cool.
And that's a sharp.
Well, let him roll first to see if he helps you. A 2?
11.
11.
That's a 2.
You get a +1.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
So it is sharp.
Yes.
Oh, we're fighting.
+1. So that was an 11 also.
All right. You can ask 2 questions from the list of questions. Do you have those, or do you need me to read them?
Yeah. I've got him. Yeah. What
Okay.
kind of monster are we dealing with?
What sort of creature is it? So based on everything you are gathering, you're kind of looking at where it was shot. There's no blood. It does not seem to be... It seemed like it was being affected, but it's almost like these attacks weren't doing much to it. It seems to be some form of construct. And you get one more question.
Okay. What can it do?
What can it do? Well,
I feel like we kind of know what it's planning. Like it wants those people to be sacrificed to it, or like the thing that it serves. And so if we kill it, I'd like to just know what we can do, like what it can do, so we can.
You could also ask what
mitigate
can
it.
hurt it.
Oh, can I?
that's one of the questions.
Oh. I took my move section straight from my sheet, so I don't know why that was not on there. Yeah, I want to know how we can kill it then. Instead,
I feel
I don't
what
care what
can-
it does if we can kill it.
What can hurt it? Based on what you've seen, that face was very wooden. So it seems to have very wooden features, and wood normally gets beat by fire.
Okay. As I'm working out this train of thought, I'm verbally telling the rest of my group the thought process as I think it through. Like what kind of monster we're dealing with and like what we can do to take it down.
Fantastic. I left my flamethrower in my other pants.
I'm sure somebody here can make fire, or someone has a lighter.
I probably have a blowtorch in the van.
You have the van
About some
with candy?
gasoline.
No, not that kind of van. We've been over this.
Hey, Leona. At this point, you hear screaming, but not shrieking,
Oh, shit.
That's not great.
coming from the cornfield.
Let's go.
So Leona
that has
just
something.
takes off.
The cat said, "Hi-ho, Silver, away."
Then we
Yeah,
got-
I like to think that Ambrose just heard the what it hit it. Hold on. What?
She's speaking
alright.
in riddles, but I'm pretty sure she wants us to follow.
Someone fell down the well. I mean, sorry.
Where's Timmy? Where's little Timmy?
Where's little Johnny?
So yeah, I guess we're just kind of running.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Running through the moonlight.
You guys reach the edge of the cornfield, and now the rest of you are hearing screaming from within the corn.
I do want
It's
to
not
point
great.
out, because Ambrose is the spooky, when he runs, he doesn't move his arms.
Or do you run like
I
a
hate it.
Starian?
Yeah, it's just. Have you seen Bob's
Or are you
Burgers?
just like
Have you seen Bob's Burgers?
Like Tina.
Tina Belcher. Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We probably need to find out what all the screaming is.
Can I like tell what kind of screaming it is? Like if it's are they doing a haunted corn maze and it's fun screaming, or is this oh no, that's my elbow across the room screaming?
It's
What?
my elbow across the room screaming.
It's a very specific
Okay, definitely, yeah,
kind of-
run.
I feel like that was a very specific kind of
So,
screaming.
what are the four of you doing?
A male voice, I assume.
Running.
I would like to read a bad situation.
I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out why
Ooh.
somebody's elbow's on the other side of the room. That's awful.
So this is plus sharp. Any one of you can read a bad situation. So, one of you make the roll. You guys can decide who. It's, I guess,
Who has the
Logan
best
is gonna do it.
sharp?
I have +2 to my sharp.
Mine's +1.
Then you do the sharp because you've got a +2.
That is a 10.
And then I could. Oh, never mind. I was going to provide help, but if they got a 10, then
A 10.
Totally
You
fine.
can hold 3, so you can ask 3 questions.
Okay.
The good news is I feel like there aren't any dangers we haven't noticed.
Knock on wood right now.
Alright, let's see. What is my best way? What's the best way to protect the victim? Do I see anyone yet?
What is the best way to protect the victim? To find him and get him out of the corn maze.
Alright, well, never mind. What is my best way into the corn maze right now?
So, looking at this, like, it's almost harvest time. The corn is way over your head.
Great.
But there seems to be an opening, like a distinct pathway, a little ways down. Almost like someone has carved a maze into this cornfield.
Great.
Hey, big cats have a really great vertical. Can I just jump straight up in the air to try to see what's going on?
Absolutely, but we'll do one more question from the read a bad situation.
Any dangers I haven't noticed other than the screaming and the freaking corn maze in front of me?
Yeah, there is another danger here you have not noticed. And you are noticing that there is screaming, but there is also more than one set of rustling in the corn.
Y'all?
Awesome. First off, I have this picture in my head where this dude's screaming, being attacked, and then has this random ADD moment where he sees this cat just. So he's like, What?
All right. So Lynn, you are doing a vertical leap to look.
Yeah. Cats can
we're-
jump real high, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna have you act under pressure.
Okay, that's fine. Oh god. Hold on, let me go with I only have a -1 to cool. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. No. Nope, nope. That's a total of 4.
A total of 4. Oh boy. So as you vertical leap,
I'm so
When
glad
you-
I can make this fun for you.
when you hit your peak and you feel yourself about to come down, you don't come down.
Oh no.
You feel these talons grab you and burst forward. You all see these wings just fly out of some trees, grab your cat, and fly into the cornfield. You have now been separated from the group. It takes you about to the middle before dropping you.
Yeah.
And it is there with you. Yes,
Everything's
Austin.
fine.
I can manipulate somebody without speaking. Is there any possible way I could be like, drop it?
I don't think so, because this is a move in reaction to her failing. So this is instant.
Yeah, but I asked nicely though.
And I'm gonna say not now. No.
And I land on my feet.
You do land on your feet, but this thing is now one-on-one with you.
Oh my god.
And it is turning to
Fuck.
look at you.
What
You
can I
can
do?
make... You can do something right now, then we're gonna cut to the 3 of them who are gonna have to try to find you.
Oh, I want to run. I want to just turn and run as fast. Cheetah.
Alright, this is going to be another act under pressure, because you're trying to get away, which is plus your cool.
You mean -1?
I've got something.
Minus my cool. Okay. That's a. Hold on. 5 + 6 is 11. 11 - 1 is 10.
Hell yeah!
Alright. So you
I was bad at most math for a moment there.
You burst into the corn, and you are running. This thing does not seem to follow you. The
That's
3
fine.
of you, what are you doing as your cat was caught out of the air?
Screaming, hey, what the fuck?
Okay, I think I have an idea that would work.
Okay.
I am going to use magic and do the portal to a specific person, meaning our cat friend.
Am I a person?
Don't shush.
I mean, technically, yes.
I just gotta give him a
Uh,
problem.
I am going to say, because you are trying to create a portal, this is going to require you to carefully draw a circle in the dirt, which is going to take some time.
Damn it.
But you can do it. It's just gonna mean other things are gonna unfold while you're doing it.
Portal's done. I appear outside of the corn. Hey.
Damn it. I don't want to do that then. Okay, I'm gonna use that. I'll use magic to enchant her hunting rifle.
Okay. Roll plus your weird.
Plus my weird. Let's do this.
Weird.
3 is 6. Plus my weird is 2, so 8.
8. Okay.
Be nice.
Though it works in perfectly, choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. Alright, so you're choosing to enchant the weapon, which is +1 harm and plus magic, to the gun. You have to pick one of the glitches. The effect is weakened. The effect is short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcomed attention. It has a problematic side effect.
All important decisions are made like this. So that's a 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh. The magic draws immediate unwelcomed attention.
So I'm gonna say as you cast this magic, it sends like a bright flash, basically that illuminates outward into the cornfield. And all of the rustling that was initially being heard has now stopped. You hear a screaming of, "Help, I'm over here! I'm over here!" And it is the voice of Jonathan.
The big flashy light was my bad. That doesn't normally happen.
Well, I know we're here now. I'm gonna go. So, real quick question: could I tell? It happened so fast when it swooped in and grabbed our cat. But could I tell whether that was the same creature that we had fought?
It was.
Was it the same type of creature? Or could I tell distinctly based on any wound patterning that it was the one that the exact one we had fought?
To the best of your knowledge, it's the same one you fought.
I don't like that
So
answer.
I know there's more of these things. Okay.
I don't like that. I don't approve of that answer.
So you hear that screaming from Jonathan. What did the three of you do? Actually, we'll cut. Logan, what do you do while all this is going on?
I'm just trying to get to the cat. 'Cause that was bad. So I'm just trying to get to the cat.
So while they're doing the magic stuff, you just ran into the corn?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't get myself involved with the magic nonsense. I don't do magic. I don't know how it works. I just know that it is a thing. So I'm like, I can't do anything here. I'm gonna go after the cat because I can do something if I can get close enough.
All right. While you are, so you've separated yourself. Act
Yeah, I'm
under
running.
Act under pressure to try to find the cat.
This is going.
That is plus your cool.
Steve, I'm gonna need
All
you
the
to quit
rustling
enjoying
stops
yourself.
except for me.
What?
I'm gonna need you to quit enjoying yourself so much.
What was that?
Oh, just all the rustling stops when the flash goes off, except for me, still running, still
Yeah.
booking it, tail between the legs.
So what did you get,
13?
Logan? 13.
Oh shit.
So you are you're in running through the cornfield, and it's one of those comical moments where like you burst into an opening that looks like one of the maze, and the cat just bursts out beside, like, and the two of you meet eye to eye.
There you are.
That face is amazing. I love it.
That's the exact face a cat would make if they just like, got startled suddenly. Like,
So
Did anybody
all
else hear
of you-
John Candy off of The Great Outdoors? Big Bear, chase me!
So the four of you are hearing this screaming,
Let's go.
and then it stops. Like, it stops, but it's not like an abrupt stop. It's almost like when you're screaming for help and then someone shows up and you're like, "Oh, okay." So there's this brief moment and then a gunshot.
Fuck! Yeah, I'm gonna go running toward that.
I'm gonna look at the cat and then I'm gonna start running towards the noise.
Just poor cat. He's gonna be so tired by the time we're done with this.
That cat is gonna sleep for a day and a half.
Uh-huh.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
listen, I'm gonna go take a cat nap. I'll be back.
As soon as she sprints off, I'll follow after her.
Let's go, y'all. I'm assuming I can follow the sound of the gunshot.
Why are you
Yep,
saying y'all? It's just the two of us.
You two, you were all heading that way. You guys come into a clearing. It is this giant circle that seems to be in the middle of the cornfield. There is a scarecrow with the scarecrow still attached, and you just see this young boy seemingly army crawling with a trail of blood behind him as the creature that you have been fighting is just about to grab him.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Roll kick some ass.
Okay, and then I've got the plus the additional harm from the enchantment. Oh, thank God. That is a 12.
A 12. So you get to choose an additional one. So you're inflicting harm, and it is going to inflict harm back to you. And then you pick one additional thing to happen. If you're looking at the sheet.
Yes, I am. Okay. So let's see. My rifle deals 3 harm to begin with, plus 1 harm already, so that's 4 harm total.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with inflicting terrible harm, so an additional harm on top of that. So I'm gonna inflict 5 harm on this thing.
All right. You shoot your gun.
He goes, "Oh hell no!"
It blasts it. It actually kind of knocks it on its back, and it immediately hucks another blade at you. That is going to be 2 harm to you.
Is luck shared collectively amongst us, or is that just my?
No, everybody has their own luck pool.
I'm gonna use some luck.
All right.
I would.
Like I said, in a one shot, you might as well burn it all. But in a campaign, those are like gold. You don't want to lose them because once you're out, it's over. Basically, it says in the rulebook that like the keeper is supposed to actively try to kill you.
Yeah,
So.
it says when you spend a luck point, pick one, decrease a wound you have suffered to 0. After you roll, retroactively change the result to a 12. When you have no luck left, bad things will happen to you.
Bad things will happen to you. So you hit it. It kind of stumbles backwards. Who is next? Jonathan is looking at you like, help.
I would like to do the cat protection again and like kind of go run and like crouch over him facing the thing.
Okay.
So another protect.
Plus
I would like to also help out in the protect someone.
Cool.
Okay. So roll plus Cole first.
6.
So... Alright, Lynn, roll your protect someone, because you're protecting Jonathan.
Okay, that's a total of 11.
11?
Yeah, 9 plus 2.
So you're protecting them, and then choose an extra.
I would like to try to harm him again. Let's go with the claws.
Alright, 1 harm is inflicted to him, but because Logan got that 6...
My apologies, I suck.
You swipe him as he is bursting past you and using his claws to slash Adria. Adria, you are taking 3 harm.
You know what? Okay. I'll take it. Alright, 3 harm. It's a lot,
Okay.
but I'll be okay.
Okay.
I hate it.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not allowed to die.
So the only person who hasn't acted yet is Austin.
My criminal buddy.
Ambrose.
Ambrose is going to hold out both of his hands, and his eyes are actually going to start flashing white, and he is going to hex the beast.
Okay.
Do that
How
thing
does-
you do.
So that's a 7.
Alright, well how does Hex work?
Hex is You cast a spell with used magic as well as the normal effects. You may pick one of the following.
All right. So
go ahead.
on a 7 to 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch, and then you add whatever yours does on top of that.
So I am going to. All right. So I'm going to inflict harm. So it's going to get 1 harm.
Okay.
I'm going to take a harm. And then the hex also inflicts 2 additional harm, so that's 3.
All right. At this point, you notice that, like, it appears that wood chunks are just splintering off of it with that attack. We are now, all of you have went. Who is going to go next?
I'm trying to look if I have a way to, like, make fire.
Fire!
Since I succeeded on protecting Jonathan, can I try to like move him back and away from this thing?
Sure. You can just do that. This
Cool.
thing isn't engaged with you. So...
At this point, because we've engaged it multiple times, would my experienced huntsman kick in? Which is Killer's Wisdom. So after 3 rounds to observe a monster, I can roll sharp.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Logan, I think it's time to break out the shotgun.
I got a 10. It says on a 10 plus hold 2. Spend my hold to either give myself or another hunter +1 ongoing versus the monster till the end of the encounter. I do 2 harm, or I tell another hunter where to hit it, they get 1 harm.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose do 2 harm.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to choose... I'm going to tell Ambrose where to hit it. And give Ambrose +1 harm.
Okay.
Yay!
Hit it hard or do that thing you do. The one that I told you never to do on me again. Just kill it!
Oh, okay.
Alright, Ambrose, are you gonna go next, or is Logan gonna use her shotgun?
I don't know. Logan, are you going to use your shotgun?
Adria is
Oh, I
gonna
was
use her
definitely
shotgun.
I was definitely gonna use my shotgun. I just wanted to wait until like the 2 people I was trying not to hit didn't accidentally get caught in the messy crossfire. But I'm definitely, since it's so close to me and I'm like right here, like I'm gonna whip this thing over my shoulder and just like get the problem solver involved, you know?
Get the problem
Alright.
solver involved. I love it.
So it's a 12 gauge,
Alright.
is what you're telling me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll, kick some ass.
God, I hope this works out. Hi, Sam. Are you gonna bless my dice? No, thanks.
It's a cat, they don't bless.
They don't.
They do if they want to, but that's about the only time.
8?
8. So you inflict your damage, but it's gonna inflict some in return.
Okay.
So it is hitting you with its claw, which is 3 damage. How much does your shotgun do?
3 harm. Can I use a luck?
I would recommend
not
it.
Take that at all. Hey, thanks. Are you comfy, my little man?
Sorry, I'm fawning over your orange baby.
No, he's okay. His name is Sandwich Von Loaf, but I call him Sam because it's just a less of a mouthful. He's ridiculous.
I love that so much.
He's obsessed with me. I'm sorry.
I'm obsessed with him, so it's fine.
That's Kailu's familiar.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 harm. Using luck point to ignore the harm coming at me because no, thank you. And
Hashtag
Which
pass.
harm do it?
yeah, like actually, I decided I don't want that. Thanks. And then I'm probably gonna try and not get as close to this thing anymore.
How much harm did you do to it?
3 harm.
3. As the shotgun goes off, the chest of this thing just like blows out of its back. Wood chunks just splintering all over. It collapses on the ground in front of you.
Is it dead? And I'm gonna kick it gently.
Gently.
It appears to not be moving.
I think it's dead.
Let me borrow that shotgun for a second. Blast its head in.
You know what? Double tap. You're right.
Always.
You easily splinter the head. The thing that is weird about the head is when it splinters, is there's a brain inside of it.
Oh, hell no.
So just
I didn't like
chunks
that.
of brain just...
I'm gonna.
Ugh. Ugh.
Have I heard of a scarecrow construct that has an actual freaking brain?
Well, the scarecrow is still hanging there. This thing wasn't the scarecrow.
Oh, right, whatever the hell this construct thingy.
I'm gonna poke the scarecrow just to be sure.
Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Why would you do that?
Oh shit.
Because if it's gonna come alive, I'd rather be aware that it's gonna come alive than get surprised.
So as you poke the scarecrow, it is not... There's no straw, or it doesn't feel like a scarecrow. It feels solid.
Oh, gross.
Something's weird about the scarecrow.
Ambrose is gonna take his 9mm out and shoot that fucking thing in the head.
The scarecrow?
Yes.
As you shoot the scarecrow, once again, just brain matter splashes everywhere.
This town has
That's
a weird
not great.
obsession with creepy things.
Does the rest of it look like flesh? Like its body and stuff?
The scarecrow?
Yeah.
It appears that it was entirely human.
Oh dear god.
Was.
Sweet.
Who did we kill?
We, not we.
True, not we.
So as you are all standing there pondering, you notice that the corn seems to be shriveling up and dying.
Did we just...
Oh, they're doing a satanic ritual
no.
to get corn.
I'm
People
gonna check
corn.
We're dealing with a harvest
Is
creature.
Jonathan
Yeah.
alive? Is Jonathan okay?
Jonathan is very, very injured. Looking, he has lost a lot of blood. He looks like he is on the cusp.
Can I
Oof.
help him? Like...
Do y'all have a medical kit of any kind, or any kind of...
I can heal with my magic.
That'll work.
I would say try. It's definitely not gonna heal him completely. He's still gonna need hospitalized.
Use it to
If you
stabilize.
succeed, it'll stabilize him long enough to get him help.
I have like high quality camping gear, which is kind of like vague. I would assume would include a first aid kit, but
I got a 9, so I'm gonna heal him. Heal him 1 harm from injury, and then I will take a harm, kind of like a
Transference.
Yeah.
Okay. You do that. He seems to be stabilized. He is finally kind of like gone unconscious, kind of out of the shock. But it seems like he's stable. But it's not going to last long. You guys need to get him like severe medical help.
we gotta get him back to the car and out of this town.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
don't
we
expect-
should take care of the sheriff.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna be too happy that we did whatever the hell we just did here, so I would expect some hostility with that. So I'm gonna keep my gun out, and can one of you carry him?
Can we just put him on the back of the panther?
Is the panther okay with that?
Consent is important.
I'll carry him. It's fine.
I don't want blood in my fur. It'll take me
Could I
weeks
take-
to lick that out.
So we effectively
tasting.
killed 2 of whatever these creatures are. Is there anything identifying that I could take with me to ask around if it came to that?
Wait a second.
What?
I used a 9mm. So the head is still intact. if I take off the Scarecrow's mask, do I see the sister?
You take the mask, you take the hood off. There's definitely a woman hanging there.
I knew it.
Ah, shit.
So much for the sisters leaving for vacation.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it?
Okay, so what I've gathered is that the sheriff's family has been sacrificing people to whatever the fuck to keep the crops going, and also their family members are getting sacrificed and made into like whatever the fuck those are.
Did you
This
make
is
this up?
terrible. That sheriff
Did I-
needs to die.
What?
Did you make this up, or is this like a module?
This is inspired by several different things, which I will discuss after the stream.
Oh, so you just
But-
one fucked up human. Get it?
No, there's a module in the Tome of Mysteries very similar, but I'm like, this is not good enough. So I took a lot of liberties.
Nice.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
Love that.
So I vote
Not scary
we,
enough.
I vote we talk to the sheriff. I also vote we bring the Scarecrow back to town and drop it at the sheriff's feet.
Well, that's gonna provoke him right away, so we better be ready.
So
sure.
excited.
You guys carry the multiple bodies back to town. You go to the sheriff's station and you plop down the bodies in the station, and the librarian is now the secretary she does the night shift. What do you have
absolutely
bodies
killing
for? What
I
is
wanna
this
make-
about?
So I was just gonna say, I want to make it clear that we drop Jonathan off into like the car and like make sure he's nice and safe first before we go do this. We're not like
Okay.
carrying Jonathan with us here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I'm just taking
like,
the
we have to
girl to the sheriff's office.
Slowly dying man. No.
Right,
Okay.
right. Just trying to
so-
stabilize before we do that.
So you guys go into the sheriff's office and you plop this body down on the floor, and the old woman, what is this?
It
Where's
was
What?
the sheriff?
it was a scarecrow out in the field.
That looks like a young lady. What'd you do to her?
She was like this when I got there. We were fighting a horrible monster in the field. We all have scars from it. And he just points to the claw marks on the group. And
Adria's just like bleeding still.
this was hanging from a post dressed as a scarecrow. I'd like to talk to your sheriff if that's okay.
Well, the sheriff just left town.
What do you mean he just left town?
Well,
Where did he go?
he came in a tizzy. He put his gun down. He was packed a quick bag, ran out, and said he's leaving town. And away he went.
I'm gonna see if I can find this fucker's tracks.
Oh, this one shot needs a part 2.
Yeah,
You two might have to come back for a part 2.
happily.
So, she looks at you. Why do you need to speak to the sheriff?
Because I have strong, he's probably behind all this and slowly
Like to lodge a
killing all
complaint.
these visitors. I'd like to file a complaint.
Like to file a complaint.
I have a
Excuse me,
formal
Miss
complaint.
Secretary, I need to speak to your manager.
Just call Ambrose Karen, it'll be fine.
It's pronounced
Um,
Kareen.
So, well, you're the reporters, aren't you?
Yes, and boy, do we
the-
have a story.
Well, I was told to give a message to Adria.
Would be me.
she pulls this file up and drops it on the table, and she goes, I don't exactly know what he means by a message, but this is a file sent by let me get my notes back up.
I also like to think when we passed the old man in the shack, Ambrose just gave him a sharp, toothy grin and just waved.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he had the place closed up.
I bet he did.
Yeah, he was like, we're done here.
She puts the folder and she goes, this is a case file from a detective, Sean McCoy.
Oh my god.
And
Adrian's just gonna scowl.
And apparently, he's going to be here in the morning. So, I don't know what that means to you, but...
Well, at least I know ahead of time.
Adria, you want
Thanks.
to clue us in?
John does not like me. He thinks I'm unscrupulous and that I commit crimes, which I don't
No.
anymore. So,
well,
So
you
you
know,
know,
that-
we are leaving tonight.
well, if we don't leave tonight, we're probably going to have to deal with someone very annoying. So that's my apology. He literally cannot stand to not be obsessed with me. It's just kind of something that happens.
Well, we better
Why are you so obsessed with me?
she's on
Literally.
the phone. She's picked up the phone and has made a call. The deputy will be here in about 5 minutes, if you want to talk to her.
That would be fantastic.
About 5 minutes later, she walks in. She walks in, very fit, like I said, short black hair, very feminine. She walks up to you. Oh boy, that's a dead body.
Yeah, it is.
You're so smart. Nothing gets by you, does it?
You walked into the sheriff's station with a dead body and you're going to get snarky?
Not
I
good.
don't think that's the best option.
I
Let me-
apologize. It's involuntary.
Yeah, it is actually.
So, why is there a dead body on the floor?
Does anybody
That's
else
a
want to tell
Great
this?
question. Are we
So-
just going to like?
I guess I'm gonna ask, how much of this are you telling the deputy? Are you going into there was a mannequin monster with human eyes? There's some kind of ancient ritual. Hey, magic exists. Like, what level are you bringing this deputy into the world of the unknown?
So I definitely think we should start with Jonathan. Like you guys met Jonathan, and he said he was going on a hike by himself. And a few hours later, when nobody had heard anything about him or seen him, you got concerned because he was on a hike by himself, and that's not safe. So you guys were like, hey, we should go check this out. And so as a group, for safety, we went to go check it out. And then we got bombarded with this super creepy dude in the woods, and he was like, hey, you shouldn't be out here at night. And then we upset him, so he let us walk away into the dark, into the woods. Really a character flaw, in my opinion. And so instead, we went to go find Jonathan. And when we did, some scary stuff attacked us. And the thing that originally attacked us definitely wasn't a human, but it looked like it was trying to be. And then we saw something that looked similar, and so we took action before it could take action, and it just so happened to be something that looked like the thing that attacked us, but was actually a human, which sounds really confusing, but it's what happened.
This human was already dead. In the field.
She is now like the old woman instinctively brought her a coffee, and she's just like now sipping a coffee, and she's like, "So where is this Jonathan? Like, I would really need to speak to him to corroborate this."
Need to get him medical attention right now.
Yeah, he's in the car, just kind of like not bleeding out. We stopped that from happening. No, we stopped him from bleeding out. He's not doing great, so we need to like get him somewhere that could treat him.
Which car might he be in?
Mine.
And where's your car?
Follow me. God, it better still be there. You better still be in it.
As you
I got worms on
walk,
that shit.
as you walk out, the back door is ajar. Jonathan is not there. And that's where we're gonna cut it. That is the end.
That's not great. That's not great.
Cliffhanger for the future if ever we play again. If not, oh well, it will be a forever cliffhanger. Some shows end on the pilot, some don't. You never know. So anyway, this has been Monster of the Week on Beards and Barbarians. I am Steve, the Dragon X, the Keeper tonight. I want to thank Logan, Austin, Genesis, and Lynn Lawless. You guys have been amazing players. Thank you so much for letting me run this for you. And to everyone still watching, never, ever forget to embrace the insanity. Have a great night, y'all. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid.
I love
Only
raiding.
raid. All right.